physical abuse is less likely when spanking isn't eliminated. When parents in countries worldwide use spanking as a behavior deterrent, their children are more likely to become a victim of physical abuse later in their life. The probability of physical abuse decreased by 14% when comparing children who were spanked, which was at 22%, versus those who were not, which is at 8%. So that's a pretty big difference. If your child has a 22% chance of being in a physically abusive relationship later in their life versus an 8% chance of a physically abusive relationship in their life, that is a really big difference in terms of possible life outcome and how it can go. The reason for this is if we use spanking as a behavior deterrent, what we are teaching them is through our relationship, their first loving connection, that this is a part of a loving connection, that this is normal physical, punishment. And because that, it's easier to normalize that in their own head later on in life when in a relationship, if physical abuse happens there too, that this is just part of it, that if I didn't do that thing, this wouldn't happen, because that's how we're doing spanking. That we spank them if they do something they shouldn't have done. So if they didn't do that thing, they wouldn't get spanked. And then they'll keep that with them and take it with it and say, well, I wouldn't have been hit by my partner if I didn't do that thing. If I just don't do that thing, I don't get hit. So it's real easy for them to fall into that physical abuse relationship. I know none of you guys want that for your kids.